Okay.
Okay. In that case,
Oops.
are you ready for the countdown over there, Justin? Okay. I'm gonna do a countdown from 3, and on go you can start. All right.
Okay.
All right. 3, 2, 1, go.
Okay. So this is Mirror's Edge 100%. And basically it means collecting all of the runner bags in the world and then finishing the game. So I brought Jack with me because
Yeah, I'm here because this game is
really
pretty fast,
hard.
pretty intense. I'm trying to do commentary at the same time while playing. Trying to explain every little thing in this game was quite hard. So at the start there, you'll see again right here, he does kind of a sidestep thing. That's a side jump boost that gets us to max speed instantly, which is obviously ideal. We want to be on max speed. This thing right here, little jump mid-air, that's a kick glitch. Another one coming up here. There we go. So for a frame, at least we think for a frame anyway. Is it a frame? Let's just say a frame.
Yeah, it's a frame.
Fate is put into a grounded state after certain animations, like the wall kick there. And if you bind the up action, which is jump, to scroll wheel, you can hit that frame very easily after the animation, so you can effectively just get double jump. It's probably like one of the most used tricks in this run.
You can do anything off of that frame too, like you can side jump or you can even grab, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, you can train a lot of things together in this game. It's flows quite well. So yeah, as Heki said, we'll be 100% means collecting all the bags. There's 3 bags in each chapter, so the route's gonna differ to 90% in some levels quite a bit because we have to, like, so in some parts in 90% we just skip certain areas completely, but in 100% we have to actually go to them to pick up bags.
That was a pretty good prologue.
Yeah. So as you can see, you can just chain stuff together in this game pretty nicely. Like we just did a kick glitch there into a wall run, and this game gets pretty crazy.
You have to wait a little bit to jump to the helicopter because for some reason it just doesn't work if you get there too early. I don't know why they thought that was a good idea.
Yeah, the helicopter kind of flies up a bit and then flies down, so you have to wait for it to kind of come down to your level. Alright, so into chapter 1 now.
So that's bag number 4 of 30. 3 per chapter and 10 levels, 9 chapters. This is like the first story mission of the game. Oops. First story mission. The one we did just before was basically this is how you play the game.
Oh, so you're saying there Heki did a slide into the buttons. That's basically the skip an animation. Normally you get like a little animation where Fate like just presses the button, but you can skip that if you do an animation and bind the interact key to the other side of your scroll wheel that isn't jump, and do some inputs quickly, and it'll skip the animation completely.
Yeah.
As long as you're doing a different animation, that is.
You have to press use twice in one frame.
Yeah, so scroll wheel is like needed. Right, so this is a chapter 1 skip. We're doing a kick glitch.
It's not.
Alright, let's try that again. But it's basically we kick glitch into a wall boost. A wall boost is basically doing quick jump inputs into a wall so that we go into a wall run and then out of it really quickly to gain speed. You'll see it like everywhere in this run.
Yeah, I do it a lot.
To this as well. Yeah, there's backups to this trick as well. You can get into this out of bounds area pretty easily. There we go.
Just gonna land on an invisible slide that extends from the slide just supposed to take on the right hand side. And conveniently drops us down here. This is going not well.
So this section of the game, it actually shows off some of the kind of movement tech pretty nicely. There's a lot of wall boosts and ground kick glitches and stuff that are chained together. It's all very fast. It's nice to watch when somebody good does it like this. There, once again, kick glitch into a wall boost. some small detours. If you've seen like a run of this game before, you're gonna notice differences where we have to detour to get bags. But there's some interesting ways that you can get bags that are coming up later, and we can pick up some bags out of bounds and stuff.
Yeah, these are the best bags. Some of the skips in this category are really cool. Like the way you get the last bag is probably one of my favorites. Also, this elevator is on like an automatic delay. If you turn jump into the corner, like as it starts going up, it will just clip on top of the thing, which is helpful for speed.
So like Heki said earlier, you can do quite a lot of things out of the grounded state that the kick animation puts you in, but there we use it to reset the fall timer so that we can get to that little out bounds area without dying. And that's used quite a lot as well throughout the run.
Yeah. So chances are, during this, I am gonna miss a bag. Because it's bound to happen. If I do, I don't know what I'm gonna do, but I'll figure it out when it happens.
If you do, just go for a world record and like 95% or whatever it will be.
I'll probably menu back into it at the end. Or I guess I could probably quit and reload if I'm not too far away.
I forgot there was a bag here. Right, so one final kick glitch to the end of this level. Skip's going up to the top and taking the zipline. There we go, that's chapter 1.
Yeah, it's one of the movement heavy chapters. This one is just long.
Yeah.
This is the longest chapter in the run, I believe.
Yeah, a lot of people will actually have 2 splits for this level because it's so long.
Yeah. I'm one of them.
Yeah, me too.
It also has a really hard strat. Should I go for it?
Can you go for it?
Can.
Oh yeah, you can. I mean, you're already gone anyway, it's fine. Oh, are you gone? Okay, nice. Awesome.
I'll try it once. My estimate's pretty lenient, I think.
So yeah, this trick, formerly known as cannoli in the Mirror's Edge community, it is a few kick glitches chained together to get into its checkpoint. And he got it nice, very nice. That's quite a hard trick, especially in a marathon. Like, getting the first try is pretty nice.
Yeah, it's actually a segmented strat that people do in any percent.
Yeah. So we're skipped all the way to Storm Drains now, which skips like one whole section of this level. Very nice.
And now I get defeated by a ledge. Holy moly.
Ooh, this button is the final boss of this game.
Alright, there we go.
Alright, final boss defeated. And you'll notice this area of the game is like dark. It's really dark.
Yeah, this is your guys' fault. You told me to turn the brightness down.
It's like impossible to see anything in this place normally with regular brightness, so right now it's pretty epic.
Oh god. It's so hard. Can't see. Alright, we're good now. There's lights up here. So generally if there's a springboard, you want to skip it because they're kind of slow. So most of the time you'll either jump on top of one or we'll run behind one or something like that.
Yeah.
Just
We
usually
also
don't
there,
want to.
Heki like springboarded off of, he did it there again, there's a springboarded off something that wasn't actually glowing red. That's kind of we call it like a hidden springboard.
Yeah.
There's some, like just the way the collision is in this game, I suppose, some places you're able to get springboards where you're not supposed to.
Yeah. It's because like the way the springboards are designed is just by two things being close together. One of them being higher than the one behind. So you can trick the game into letting you do them in places.
There's that spooky again. Alright, so coming up here is going to be some movements to get up to the top of Storm Drains faster than usual.
Jumping on this rail allows you to get a pretty decent height and speed wall run, which lets you come up a level instead of having to do all the platforming underneath. Like all of this, you go across and then backwards and just back and forth all the way. But you can just jump from there to there and up.
Yeah.
Took a long time for people to start doing it, but now it's the meta. Everyone
It's
does
actually
it.
not too bad once you do it for a while.
Yeah. So here is the last bag in this chapter. All the way over here.
And again, right now, like the detours for the bags aren't like anything special. We're just kind of going out slightly out of the normal route. But later on, we're gonna be doing some pretty epic things to get some bags.
Yeah.
This one up here is another glitch as well. It's a elevator glitch. So if you jump and quick turn into the corner of the elevator like that and use the interact key, you'll just be like sucked up to the top of the elevator. Basically, the game wants you standing up pretty much when you use an elevator. So if you quick turn into it and then use the elevator, use the button to activate the elevator, then it'll just kind of push you up because I don't know, it gets confused. It wants you standing up. So I suppose the closest thing is the roof.
So that's an instance where I do a sidestep out of a kick glitch instead of a jump. It's used a few times in the run, but not a whole lot. Oh god.
Oh, nice. Luckily, you can save yourself there if you mess with that kick. It actually took me a while to realise there was no barbed wire on that fence, so I used to just die when that happened to me. I thought the barbed wire went all the way around.
The game is very orange now that the brightness is down.
Yeah.
Usually you would quit out here. It's called I think it was described as a scum save when it was found, but if you quit and reload you'll save like a couple frames because it loads you in further.
Yeah, so
Kick glitching in this game has like a lot of property to it, so if you stay on a wall too long you're gonna go off to the side like I just did.
yeah, it also depends on which way you come in at the wall as well, like your angle.
Yeah. So here's chapter 3.
Yeah, it's pretty
Nice.
pretty hard. At least I think it is anyway.
Yeah. Chapter 3 is like... It's one of my favorites, but it's also one that I hate the most because it has the most stuff in it.
That little turnaround climb thing there as well, that was an alt climb. If there's a feature in this game called the hint key, and if you press it, your camera will quickly look in the direction you're supposed to go. So if you combine that with some like wall running, jumping shenanigans, you can get up to places you're not supposed to be. Or not, you're not supposed to be able to get up there in that fashion, I suppose.
So usually
It's
in
quite fast.
any percent you would be skipping this area and going straight to the office, which is like 30 seconds or something away. But there's a bag there, so we have to go inside in this category. If I was doing PB attempts, I would have quit out and gone for a ridiculous strat. But I'm not gonna do that.
There's a strat that skips the whole lot of checkpoint B, which is starting right now.
Yeah.
But it's pretty it's pretty hard.
Saves like,
It's probably harder than cannoli, I'd say. I mean, I've never actually tried it, I don't think, because it's like
yeah, it's pretty hard. And then once you know what's happening, it's not too bad.
skip
So
ladder
far,
chain to go.
so far we haven't forgotten any bags, so that's pretty good. Usually in a run you would skip all of this area. But since we didn't, you get to hear this lovely noise.
So free scroll, Logitech mice and probably other mice as well. They have like a free scroll function where like the notches, if you press a button, like the notches kind of go away, and you can do like a lot of inputs really quickly with a scroll wheel. It's good for like scrolling down long web pages and stuff like that, but for games it's also useful because we can do a lot of inputs on things like buttons there. Makes the door open faster.
Yeah, saves a bunch of time in this run.
I believe Heki has a video on the benefits of free scroll as well.
I do.
Just get that plugged in there.
Yeah, you can check that out if you want.
He pays me a good wage, so I have to advertise accordingly. Alright, so 3C, that was actually a pretty hard checkpoint.
Yeah, it's a noob slayer.
Yeah, it's kind of coined the noob slayer. It's just a few little hard things.
Also, a lot of people get motion sick when they watch this game. So if you are one of those people, a good thing to do would be avoid looking at my crosshair in the middle of the screen and just look around the screen instead.
Yeah, so there's actually a few things you can do in 3D. One of them is an insane strat that only like 2 people go for, I believe, in Angry Hunt.
Yeah, it's like
so this
frame
is like the
perfect
normal-
twice in a row.
Yeah.
That's also a noob slayer, because the wall is round, so unless you do it pretty much, I'd say perfectly, you're gonna go off to the side and not where you want to go. So it's kind of hard to get the angle right, and a lot of people still fail it, even though it's not that bad.
So, oh yeah, you go here to get the bag, I forgot.
Yeah.
I was gonna say you slide off this for swag. Actually, that's slower now, isn't it? It's like
I need to see him again.
you want to land on the landing pad, and we just want to jump onto it instead of sliding.
Yeah. Okay, so here's the first, I guess, out of bounds bag that we get.
Yeah, this is a pretty cool bag. So just a quick climb here at the start to get up to the top of this building, and then we're gonna abuse the grounded state that the kick animation gives again to get into like an out of bounds area.
Yeah. So we're gonna grab this bag that's on top of a reference to a Meatloaf song, of all things.
Nice.
I guess that's the Hall of Shame. So now we're out of bounds by jumping over the thing. And then we want to come down here, and a runner named Sasky found that there's a bag in the out of bounds here. And if you jump pretty precisely, you can land on it.
Fall into.
Yeah.
It's pretty good.
And then you respawn back at the start. Which then is like perfect, because if you go back out of bounds here, and you aim here and slide in here, there's a really thin checkpoint down here. And if you grab it, the level will load around you, and you also grab a checkpoint. So you spawn in an unloaded out of bounds, and then you can just jump right back into pretty much the end of the level.
Yeah, that skips like a lot of this happening. You'll
Yeah.
see throughout this run, we actually use that quite a bit. Well, maybe not in this run, but usually in Mirror's Edge,
Just
a lot
gotta
of the
strain.
outbounds involves like pausing the game and letting stuff load around you. That's like a lot of the big skips in this.
Yeah, that's a really big part of this game. I love the way they designed it because everything just works in favor of speedrunning. Level streaming is the best thing to happen to video games.
So two trains is possible in 100%, isn't it?
No, it's possible.
Oh, is it?
I avoided the first one, and I'm probably going to avoid the second one.
Epic.
So those trains are a mixture between loading and RNG. And that strat today, it's pretty nifty. You can use the door to basically push you in a direction so you don't have to vault both rails and you land on top of the second one. It's a very minor optimization, but it's basically what this game is full of. Just a
This
lot
game
of
is
those.
just full of little things. Also, this is the probably most speed tech heavy section in this game. A 1 minute auto scroller.
Yeah, this is a, I would argue, bad part of the run, but when you get here on a good pace, it's really nice to be able to relax before you have to do another insane chapter. It's good for calming nerves.
It can also be scary as well because you have to like jump between two trains like that.
Yeah. Usually when you get here in a speedrun, you've already done 2 segmented strats. And it's just really stressful. So it's nice to just chill. And then when you get up here, you start to panic again because it's the start of the next chapter. And this
Yeah.
chapter sucks.
Chapter 5 is a long string of hard movements and kind of tricks. Kick glitching everywhere. There's also a kind of a unique trick at the end of this chapter as well, which we'll get into when we get there, I suppose.
Can you come back in a bit?
But yeah, we're at the start here. We're kick glitching onto an invisible wall. You can see there.
Oh my god. Someone's at my door.
Oh,
Can you come back later, please? Can you put it in the microwave?
Oh, nice. Yeah, so kick glitching onto that invisible wall and then kick glitching down again to save us dying, because if we just jump down we'd die from, I suppose, the fall timer or fall damage.
So yeah, that was Heckmon.
Yeah, that's the heck, man. We have to walk really slowly in this room here because if we don't, the game will try and load 2 areas at the same time. And so this elevator right here will be like completely black and you can't use it. So it's like a soft lock basically.
If there's if something's loading and then something else loads with it, cancels out the first thing that was loading. So you have to wait for the first one to load.
So I'm gonna kick glitch off this pole here.
Epic.
Actually no, new strats, you actually go down here, so I forgot about that.
So I'm just doing a backup here. You are supposed to go on that pole, but I didn't do it right.
Could have just played it off, you know. Anyway, yeah, so there's first bag. Coming up here is like we're abusing the ground state once again. Screwed it up, but it's fine. You spawn down here.
Yeah, there's a checkpoint right there. Now this elevator shaft is pretty cool. There's a loading trigger on that pipe, because obviously they intended you to use the pipes, but you can actually just brush past the side of the pipe and it will still load this area right here. which is pretty cool. Unfortunately, you can't skip these pipes, so
Yeah. These pipes have remained unskippable for this game's life, basically, which is surprising because there's so many crazy tricks in this game, and yet those pipes are unskippable.
yeah. The only ways to skip them are like really slow.
Oh, what the hell? I'll have to refresh chat. They linked your FFC, so I'm gonna post some spicy emotes, but it's not actually there, so hold on, let me refresh. Right, so here, gonna just quickly wall boost off that after the springboard. It just gets us enough kind of distance and speed to get over the second barbed wire fence.
Yeah, it's like a pretty convenient springboard. So now, oh, I don't think I've explained, but elevators in this game are a loading screen. So every time you're like inside one, the world is loading.
Yeah, it's just like I don't know, this game came out on 360 and PS3, so
Yeah. It was the easiest way to hide them.
Yeah.
See if we get good bag RNG. Truck RNG, sorry. Hey, we did it.
Oh, epic. Alright, so this trick right here, it is, we call it beamer, and basically, well, maybe I should wait until you get it before I explain it. But what heck
May as well like do it while I'm doing it.
Alright. So we can do a series of inputs on that wall, on this wall right here, and basically you can see there's like a little lip that comes out of the wall, and if your wall run over that, Fate kind of comes out of the wall a little bit, and if we press Q, which is turn around on that frame that we kind of pop out from the wall, we'll get like shot back like you see in there, and then we can jump out of that and grab the rail. It's pretty hard. It's probably frame perfect. Let's go with that. It's frame perfect. And,
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is frame perfect. Oh god.
So first try beamer, well done. So here.
First try, easy peasy.
Yeah.
A lot of people just punch while they're going through vents. It's not faster. But people just do it anyway.
Yeah, chapter 5 warp. Nice one.
You spam jump there, you can just make a load of annoying noises.
You have to wait for that fan's hitbox to go away as well, so.
Yeah. So there's not much downtime in this game. Where there's like just the right amount to chill out in between hard checkpoints.
Yeah.
There's so much color in the game now the brightness is down. Okay, so this chapter is gonna change a lot from the normal 80% route. First of all, instead of taking the zip lines, we're gonna grab this bag. And then I'm pretty sure it's faster to quit and reload here. And then we're gonna take the zip line.
This chapter has a pretty crazy out of bounds as well that skips most of the chapter, but I don't think Hex gonna do it.
There's a bag inside the building.
Yeah,
So we're gonna have to come up here instead. I'm not sure if this is out of bounds. I think it is. It's hard to define what's out of bounds in this game.
yeah. A lot of the times it will be actually out of bounds and it looks like we're in bounds. Kind of like the cannoli earlier. We just kind of climbed the wall and that was out of bounds because we climbed up in a specific way.
Yeah.
Once again, free scroll here makes the shutter go faster.
Makes it sound like a Formula 1 car. And there's the next bag, hidden in a shelf. There's steam here that's supposed to like block you from going through, but it like doesn't, so I don't know why it's there.
Yeah, so this is where the out of bounds trick would leave you if you did it. But,
Yep. There's a bag here, and it's faster to quit and reload here by quite a bit, but the downside is when you come back, your game runs at 20 frames per second. So it's kind of hard to do anything.
I did not actually. Pretty nice game.
So I'm going to press that button through the wall, and the game's
you,
going
like,
to...
coil into that little part of the wall there. You can just like spam interact, and you can hit the button through the wall.
Yeah. But now something loaded, so the FPS pops back up to 60. And this is going to be loud again, so...
Again, free scroll, saving time. Makes that thing go faster.
Just unlocking the scroll wheel and then going ham on it.
Together.
Same with this thing as well, actually. So, I apologize.
This section, casually, it's actually pretty like intense. Like you have to go all the way around this course, but it's easily just like skipped by doing this little jump up here. You just like wall run, turn, jump up there, and then you're done basically.
Yeah, pretty much.
Makes that really easy.
This elevator has a tendency to crash sometimes, which it didn't do, so that's good.
Nice.
It's like one of the only crash spots in the game, I think.
It seems like different people crash in different places as well.
Yeah.
It's a nice game. Did we get the glass orange in? No.
I thought I did.
Yeah, it looked like it.
So, pretty sure we got all the bags. I think we did.
Yeah, let's go with that.
I'm like 99% sure we did. Oh. I wall boosted kind of far.
Yeah, but like, you want to wall boost along that wall, obviously, because it's a lot faster. But sometimes you do like just one more wall boost than you need to, and you just go flying off.
Yeah. The cool thing about wall boosting in this game is like, the deeper you look into the wall, the faster you'll go, so you can control your speed and distance pretty easily if you know how. Oh, now we're gonna go inside the boat. We're gonna
Oh, nice.
come over
100%
here.
we completely skipped the boat, but we have to actually go into it in 100%.
Yeah. There is a skip you can do, but if I fail it, then I'm basically soft locked, so I'm not gonna do that.
Oh, epic.
Also,
What the hell is in this boat anyway?
okay. I wasn't sure if I had a mod installed that like sped up this boat ride, but I don't, so it's fine.
Yeah, you have to stay in this van for well, I guess it makes sense because the van's gonna drive inside the boat now. But
Yeah, but it doesn't actually move, you just get teleported. And then, like, everything's loaded right now, but it's just gonna keep me in here because it wants the game to think I'm moving.
just riveting gameplay at the moment. It's another kind of downtime spot that you don't really get to use in 90% because you don't. Like,
Yeah, you
once you're
skip
inside the
this
boat, you just skip it.
entire chapter from start to end. Right, so straight away we're gonna come to the left, and at the top of this wall there's a checkpoint later in the level. You can just kind of like touch it with your head. So now we're gonna come over here. And there's a bag. I was gonna do Sasuke's clip, but I'm scared, so I didn't do it. There's a bag right in here. And now we've got that, we want to die. Now that we've died, we spawned in the checkpoint we grabbed earlier, which is pretty neat. Also, this game has a kinda clipping mechanic with the vaulting, so usually when you vault stuff, I'm pretty sure you become collisionless. Or something along those lines. Which is nice, so you can skip that entire room by doing that. Oops. This level is a lot of people don't like it. I personally like being inside this level. But it's very... This level is the most puzzle heavy of them all, I think. So there's a bag over here. And now we're gonna fight a lady. Man. Man, we're gonna fight a man.
We're gonna fight a man.
Yeah. Yeah, a man.
I'm gonna have to fight him twice as well.
I'm gonna go this way actually. Okay. So an easy way to fight him is to get behind him and stun him, and then just alternate moving up and down. And then he won't be able to block you, which is pretty neat. Also, this thing, if you do it too early, you will soft lock the game, so I'm gonna wait a bit and then I'll do it. I don't know what my loading's like right now, so now you basically just chase this guy around the boat, and if you stand still and watch him jump across the thing that he just went up to, he actually does a dab in midair, which is pretty nice.
Is that another plug to your YouTube channel?
No, but there is a video of Faith doing a dab on my YouTube channel.
May or may not be on Heki's channel. You have to find that out yourself.
Yeah. So now this is the end of the level that you would skip to in any percent, but we had to go get the bags. I'll do the butt slap.
Punch strats here.
No,
effective.
I'll do the
Oh,
oh, I didn't do the thing.
the swag.
Never mind.
Rip swag. Alright, crotch punch it is. Very
Alright.
effective against males.
Yeah.
Wait, when's the big reveal actually? Now?
Like right now, yeah.
Oh, that's right. Okay, so this is actually
Your
Celeste.
partner, kind of.
yeah.
She stabs you in the back. Kinda.
Yeah, she. That's exactly what she does. Also, I Steam notifications. Oh wait, I'm not. My audio isn't going through to the stream. Never mind. Like my desktop audio. I was like freaking out because my Steam was so loud.
There's a sneaky bag here that people usually miss. And it's really easy to forget too. But it's actually right here. I've lost a lot of speedruns to missing that bag, because once you start this elevator it's all over. There's nothing you can do. Also, this is called Regavator because it plays reggae. And interestingly enough, if you have the in-game music turned off, it still plays reggae music.
hold the kick glitches here to skip, or to just clear those gaps completely. You usually have to go like down to a lower building and then climb back up, but also skipping pipes there as well. If you like kick glitch and look a certain way, you can just skip those pipes completely.
Yeah.
Right here is a good out of bounds. We can jump right into the atrium checkpoint. It saves an elevator ride.
Yeah, it saves like 4 seconds in game time or something.
Atrium's one of the coolest areas in the game.
Yeah, it's one of my favorites for sure. It looks cool and it's like really fun to play.
There's nice music as well.
You know what?
Pretty infinite wall climb.
I'm just gonna not bother. I'll show off the atrium
yeah?
instead.
Okay. Yeah, cool.
It's a very... It has a lot of obstacles in it, and they're really like fun to get through casually, but they're like even more fun when you know how to do all of the tech, and you can just do this all the way through. Also, usually from that point in any percent you would go up to the roof and you would jump down into a checkpoint over that way. There's a bag in the vents, go figure.
Still a strat we can do though. After we get the bag.
Yeah. We get to commit suicide for a good cause.
Yeah. And then we drop AVP. We'll get there. We'll get there soon enough. Hold on.
Any minute now.
So we have to actually die in this next room here
Nice.
to make this trick possible.
I'm actually gonna quit and reload because I already hit my FOV key. So it like bugs out the sniper.
Oh, nice.
So what we're gonna do here is climb up and then... Oh. And then we're gonna die. And what that does, for whatever reason, it spawns a hitbox for a vehicle that we need to snipe as it comes past. So we can just shoot it through the wall. Like that.
This is some Kenny-S gameplay right here. Alright,
Yeah.
drop AVP, we're good, we're done here.
Yep, dropped AVP. And now we're going to rush B. We're on our way to B. This room's pretty annoying because it's full of enemies, but in the speedrun you just roll on the edges of these. And you get to the bottom.
Like with the kick animation, where you get put on a grounded state, the roll animation also has that little grounded state at the end of the animation, so you can use it to reset the fall timers.
Yeah. It's pretty sick.
So here we want to freeze throw this valve thing here because it makes the explosion that's about to happen. Spoilers. Go faster.
It's gonna be loud too. You don't want to get hit by that fire either because you will die.
Yeah.
I know from experience. So there's 2 bags remaining. One of them is easy to get, and then the other one we're going to be doing a really cool skip that was found very recently. So I'll probably fail it like once or twice or something.
And a pretty nice name lore as well. It was originally, the first skip that we found here was called Beverage, and then there was a better one found called Super Beverage, Super Bev, and another one was found here, so we call that Super Duper Bev. It's officially coined.
Yeah, so what we did earlier with the quick turning, you can do with coiling. But failed it, so.
The skip was actually the same as Super Bev, but it's just the way you kind of reach the checkpoint is different. It's easier to
Yeah. It used to be that you would have to do a really precise circle maneuver inside, but now you can just clip through the top, and if you do it correctly, you should be able to fall in here as it loads. And now it's important not to walk too far forward because there's a loading trigger right there for the next area. And if you hit that, then you're not going to be able to walk ever again, because right now it thinks I'm in an elevator, so my movement is locked, but now I'm free. So I'm going to get up on this ledge, and I'm going to edge inwards to grab that bag, pop back out of bounds again. Now we're going to go in these vents and continue onwards, and that's one of the best 100% skips. You can do it a lot faster and like it looks a lot cooler, but yeah, now we're just going to fall into a hard
90%.
checkpoint.
You can just you'll end up here after you do the skip. It's the same skip, but you just fall into a different kind of area, or you just let yourself fall for longer and you end up right here.
Yeah, you land in the lower level.
So it's a sniper skip. Don't worry about it. Just gonna
Yeah, it's just
jump across nothing.
this wall's like paper thin and you can't walk on it, so you have to like keep jumping, which kind of sucks. Well, actually it doesn't, because you would jump anyway, because jumping makes you move faster.
Are you gonna do the clip thing here? Oh yeah.
I tried.
Shouldn't have said anything.
Yeah,
Yeah, you can actually clip, like with the previous elevator, you can clip into the roof of this one as well. But
and then
quite
you can
hard.
just look out over the city on that side. It's pretty nice.
yeah, this is kind of like a relaxing area before like the last trick in the game. Because this elevator ride takes quite a long time.
Yeah, it's if you're going up this elevator, you know you're about to get a PB, and yeah, it's just nice. So last trick of the run is, for some reason they decided to not program that properly.
Yeah, like the wall doesn't go up fully. Like there's a little tiny space where you can grab there, and you can
Yeah.
you can just vault over it. It's very nice for us. Because it saves shooting the servers to open the door.
So there's a really long cutscene here, but if you quit and continue, then you just spawn after it, so it's pretty nice. And time is coming up right now.
You have to actually go kind of slow.
Time.
Stress on the record. You have
Thanks,
to
Steve.
actually walk kind of slow there, so that if you go too fast, you'll actually just kind of fall when you jump.
Yeah, it's the same as the first level. So thanks for watching, and huge thanks to Jack who commentated everything, because I'm not good at it.
Yeah, Mirror's Edge is just one of those games that it's kind of hard to commentate at the same time. Plus,
Yeah.
it's nice to.
There's usually music here, it's like really iconic music. There you go.
Time did you get?
I don't know. Probably some
47:52. Shout out to the Mage community.